Welcome back, guys, and in this video I'm gonna see how well the new PlayStation and Xbox fit in your entertainment system. Alright guys, so now that the PlayStation 5 specs have debuted, now we know the specifications for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. And since all of these specs have come out, only the really big influencers have been able to get their hands physically on these new generation of consoles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my box over here of fancy cardboard and I'm gonna cut it up and I'm gonna make the dimensions exactly the same or very close to what an actual console is going to look like and see how well it fits in my entertainment system. It's very simple, but it's very useful. I'm not a fanboy of PlayStation or Xbox, Team Green or Team Blue. I'm one of the intelligent people where I can see the pros and the cons of each console, and from that, I can make a decision which one I'd rather go with. In my opinion, I went with the PlayStation 4 Pro because the games that came out on it, and I have nothing against the Xbox. It's a great system. It's actually a really powerful system, and same thing with the new Xbox Series X. That's a really powerful system too. Like I said, they both have their pros and their cons, and especially with my entertainment system. If you take a look at my entertainment system, everything there is black, and the Xbox would look a lot better in my entertainment system compared to the PlayStation 5 with the black and the white. It wouldn't look as good. However, the PlayStation 5's panels do come off very easily, which they showed in their recent video, which means there's a lot of customization that can be done and decals and special editions and whatnot. So it really would be easy to take both those panels off and replace it with a black or paint them black or get decals that are darker. But that's up to you whether you want to do it or not. So the biggest change to these new generation of consoles has got to be power. These things are so much more powerful. And with that power comes cooling. You have to have a lot of cooling in something such a small size compared to like the tower that I have here for my PC and your PC at home, if you have one. You have to have a beefy cooler to cool that much power for such a small package. And with that much cooling for that much power, you need to have a lot of room to do so. So both of these consoles are going to be a lot bigger than their predecessors, which is the reason why I'm doing this. And guys, if you didn't know already, I've got merch. I'm wearing it right now. Look how beautiful this is. Jack of all trades, because I do everything. I'm a jack of all trades, but master of none. That's right. I suck at one thing, but I'm good at a lot of things. I'm average, above average. Okay, maybe average. Below it. I know how to do a lot of stuff, okay? That's what I'm trying to get at. I need to make another shirt that says, I'm special. I'm going to start with the Xbox Series X because it is the simplest one because it's just a box. It's very plain box. So let's do that. Are these... What are these? I don't know what these are. This is millimeters. Shit. This is an issue. Alright, everything's cut out. Now, I just need to unleash my inner origami and put this all together. Ah! Halfway there. And just like that, I now have an Xbox Series X. It's upside down. Eh? Okay, so that was the easy part. That's it's basically a trash can. So, next, we're gonna do the PlayStation. Okay, we've got top, bottom, back, front, and sides. A little bit more intricate of a design, but I think I can pull this off. Bottom, let's do that. So, bottom, and then the sides. Oh, see, I'm already basically there. This is really tall. I need more tape, Captain. We just don't have enough. I made a cereal box. All right, so there you go. This is the size of the PlayStation 5. It's a lot thicker. The tallness, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. The thickness, though, because most people are probably going to have it laying on the side with their entertainment center. The thickness is unexpected. So this, I know if you guys can see that, this is a PlayStation 5's dimensions. And there you go. This is the Series X dimensions. It's a box. I mean, it's not really a whole lot to it. So if we put that on the side and put that on the side, it's definitely smaller for the Xbox. You're gonna have a much smaller footprint here compared to the PlayStation. But that's not what I did this for. Let's go to my entertainment center and figure out what these look like when I shove them in there. So I've got a nice comparison here. PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4. They are almost the same size. The PlayStation 3 is a little more rounded than the 4 is, but they are very close in their dimensions. I mean, the PlayStation 4 is just a tiny bit bigger, even if you're trying to look at how fat they are. I don't have the slim version, and this is the Pro, so the PlayStation 4 is a tiny bit slimmer, but this one's a Pro, so it's got that little extra bump here. But these are very, very similar. Now, if we put the 3 out of the way, and we compare the 4 Pro versus the dimensions of this, the PlayStation 5, it is much bigger. Quite a bit bigger. You can basically put that on top and have that little extra bit there. If we stand them up, they're also quite a big difference. However, one of the big downsides to the PlayStation 4 and the Pro is the noise. It is like a freaking jet engine, and everyone that has a PlayStation knows it. Even if you don't want to admit it, it's loud. That's the reason behind the giantness of this one. So now if we compare the PlayStation Pro to the Series X, it's kind of hard to compare them, but this is basically what you're looking at, just a rectangle compared to PlayStation. It's a lot flatter. But if we look at the dimension-wise, side by side, they're almost exactly the same. So if we look straight up and down, they're the same. And then if I put it side by side, almost the same. The Series X is going to be a little bit longer than the PlayStation, but where it gets it is how different the size is. So it's definitely a lot smaller of a system compared to the PlayStation 5. So let's take a look how it fits in here. So this is where I usually keep my PlayStation 4. It's right in the center. This is my TV that I have up here. I've also got my router and my modem on this side and some games over here. I usually keep my PlayStation 3 down here, GameCube, and other stuff that depending on what I want to play. So that's the size comparison. So I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put in, boom. The Series X works perfectly in here. So I'm guessing a lot of people have this stand. This is like the cheapest stand. I don't know if Walmart still has it, but I got this from Walmart and it's a very common cheap stand. So Xbox Series X is there's no way it's gonna stand straight up. There's no way you're getting it in there. You can't get it in the bottom. You can, however, fit it over on the side, but not up top. So you are able to fit it down in both the corners, but you can't fit it up here. However, like I said, you can do it sideways. So if you put it horizontally, it's definitely gonna fit up here, definitely gonna fit down there, but it's gonna be too long for the sides. Over here, it's gonna hang off the edge. So really, you're not gonna have any issues, in my opinion, with the Series X. It is a very small console, very compact. I'm hoping it's not gonna have any overheating problems due to its size and its power, because its power is supposed to be more than the PlayStation 5, and it's smaller. So hopefully they got their design right and it's going to kill it. So let's look at this big chonky boy. So I think we all know the Series X, because that one was not able to fit up here. Obviously our cereal box is not going to fit up here. There's no way that's going to fit vertically up there. And now horizontally, it definitely does, and you have room to spare. I like to put my PlayStation 4 up. I've got little stands there just so it has more airflow. So you definitely have more than enough room up here to put it. I can even put it down here, but there is no way you're going to stand it vertically. And even over here on the sides, there's no place on the top or the bottom where you can fit this vertically. This is basically like a small PC. If you're ever gonna have it vertically, you might as well just set it over on the side. However, if you do lay it down flat, that gives you much more versatility. And it's gonna, I mean, if I get it, which I will, it's gonna be sitting right there. As long as there's no issues with this one, I'm gonna get it. However, the Series X is looking really good with its power and its compact size, I mean, compared to it. So this actually might be a really good option for someone. So I hope you guys enjoyed my size comparison of the new Xbox and the new PlayStation, and what they're gonna look like, the dimensions, and how it fits in an entertainment system. Honestly, I think the Xbox is definitely the winner with its compact design. PlayStation still fits if you do want to basically not put it vertically. Horizontally, it still fits in at least mine, and mine's a super cheap one. And if you have a receiver, it's gonna be the same thing, because I had a receiver down here, fits totally fine. However, we're gonna have to wait until the actual systems come out, consumers have it, and we can really game on them and see if there's any cooling issues with either of them, because they still could have bugs, because everything's got bugs when they first come out, and hopefully they got these designs spot on with the amount of power these things have. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, like, and I will see you next time.